This is Sam Vaughn, First I Sports. It is, like my shirt, NAMI, Greater Kansas City National Alliance of Mental Illness. As we gather more news from the parade, a third man was shot to second-degree murder Thursday in connection with the shooting death during Kansas City Pro Bowl rally. Killed woman, injured Terry Young, also charged with unlawful use of weapon and 2 connection actions. He was in jail bond for $1 million. Does not have an attorney. Land Mays and Dominican Miller also charged with second-degree murder in the fatal February 14th shooting attended by estimated 1 million people after the Chiefs won their second consecutive Super Bowl. 2 juveniles are in custody. 3 other men are facing arrest charges with high-powered rifles and extended. Police and prosecutors have said gunfire broke when one group of people confronted staring at them. What are we in 5th grade? Really? I mean, staring at each other and then you're going to blow up a gun? Or shoot a gun? I don't know. Lopez Galvin, nearby people watching the rally, she was one of the 2 mothers who died in a local shooting. Those who are injured in 8-47 police. Many people, including reliable sources, have said that there were a third shooter. There was only reported on 1 or 2. I like to recognize Clyde Edwards Halre as a Donovan Smith and Clyde Edwards Halre were recognized as heroes. As Clyde Edwards Halre is set to become a free agent next season, Edwards Halre with a Wichita native Terry Flowers, an award represent credited tackling a detaining one of the shooters and 23 people injured in the gunfire. Zach was brave in the moment. Sorry for the families, Chiefs Kingdom. Clyde Edwards Halre wrote, just wanted to thank Zach for trusting me and protecting, and knowing I could protect him. Clyde Edwards Halre is one of telling their stories about the sheltering the children. Chiefs offensive guard Terry Smith told Good Morning America, I was thinking, dude, Smith said in the interview, I just needed him a belt. Hey buddy, you're a champion. Smith long snapper James Winchester said. Missouri is experiencing the highest gun rate in deaths of homicide households. Missouri only foundational laws, but in 2007 this was released in 80-year-old permanent prisons. Only a few of top 50 police. This was released in January, so you know there has been more people died. 1,351 people died by January 29th. Missouri's have problems of late. The gun, according to every town in the gun laws in Missouri. And yet, more people are having more access to guns in Missouri than ever. And Missouri has a big problem with guns, and the laws are uncanny. The fact that you can be just a Second Amendment and keep a gun without having it locked up or doing whatever the fact you want to do with the gun, make a big machete, is sad to me.
And it's not just the kids who were injured, there are also kids who became separated from their families in the middle of all that chaos. Alyssa Jackson talked to one young man who was separated but found some help in an unexpected place.
Like many teenagers with a love for football, Zach Cotton went to the Chiefs Super Bowl parade with high hopes.
It was a picture-perfect afternoon.
His dad describes the day like many other people. Zach was meeting former Chiefs players, getting their autographs with high hopes that he'd make his way to some big names on the team now.
Anticipated being apart for 2 minutes.
In those 2 minutes, everything changed.
He went to the bathroom and then somebody else shooter. So we're all just running, freaking out.
A bystander helped Zach take cover, and while it wasn't how he expected to meet a Chiefs player, there was Clyde Edwards Halre.
He was just trying to calm me down, saying like everything's gonna be okay, and not to worry about anything because he knew I was going to find my dad.
In a span of no more than 15 minutes, with the help of a bystander and Edwards Halre, he reunited with his father, unharmed.
He saw me and he yelled, "Dad," and so, you know, it was great.
With high hopes of what should have been a picture-perfect day, the only picture that matters now is in one of the scariest moments in Zach's life. Edwards Halre being a big name didn't matter.
I said, "Thank you for helping me." He said, "All love, little bro. Tell Dad for staying on the phone, and thank you for trusting me. Zach, you are a warrior. Always be that way."
One thing I'd like to say about Clyde is that, you know, you only have a short opportunity to be an athlete. You have your whole life to be a great human being. And he was, for him to take that time to help my son was just exceptional.
Last night's game's first score from the NCAA tournament right now. 81-77 Marquette over Colorado. Thank you and good afternoon. Marquette beats Colorado. Colorado got back in the game but couldn't close. 81-77. Colorado was struggling with closing, and Marquette never really let it get closer than 4. It got a minute close to 2, I think, but it was not closer than that. And leading scores was KJ Simpson with 20 and Tyler Kolak in the win with 21 for Marquette. The second round, 106-67. Zach Edey goes for 23 and Grant Osborne goes for 14 as the Boilermakers blow it down 106-67. Duke and James Madison. Duke beats James Madison easily 93-55. Clemson and Baylor go at it, and they're close for a while, but Clemson spreads himself back out to win 72-64. And the Duke and the James Madison game, Jared McClain leads them with 30 and Travis Edmonds leads them with 13 for JMU. For Clemson and Baylor, Chase Hunter leads them with 20 and Ray J. Dennis leads them with 27. Grand Canyon and Alabama 72-61. UConn beats Northwestern 75-58. And Houston beat Texas A&M 100-95. And San Diego for Alabama and Grand Canyon, who came close or didn't go to overtime but went down to the wire. Mark Skier scores 29 and Tyler Grant Foster scores 29. And for GCU, and Mark Steers scores 26. Western and UConn wins 75-58. UConn's Brooks Bazier scores 18. Tristan Newton scores 20. Texas A&M beats Houston. Houston scores 100. Texas A&M scores 95 in OT. Texas A&M ran out of gas. They should have got that 1 out of 2 free throws that would have won the game for Texas A&M. As it is, Traine's Redford scores 27 and Emmanuel Shipp scores 30 in a career-high game. And L.J. Cryer scripts in with 20, and Jamal Shed scores 21. So 30-50. So 71 of their 100 points comes from 3 players. And San Diego State beats Yale 85-57. It wasn't close. And Meanberg leads the points for Yale, and Jared Lee leads the points for San Diego State. They're back and making a deep run probably. That's Sam Vaughn Sports.